Human history is full of events where valuable goods, land, and even human lives were exchanged. Such exchanges are called barter. That is, the direct exchange of goods or services without using money. Barter was one of the basic economic systems that societies relied on to meet their needs long before the invention of money. For example, in ancient times, people would trade milk for wheat, or clothing made of leather for wool. In Mesopotamia, temple economies exchanged products like grain and sheep. In ancient Egypt, workers received food or clothes in exchange for construction or agricultural work. These examples show how ancient and vital barter is in human history. In 1626, the Dutch acquired Manhattan Island, now the heart of New York, from the Lenape tribe in exchange for just beads and cloth. This exchange, worth about $24 today, provided the Dutch with a strategic trading base in North America. However, the Lenape lost their land, facing long-term cultural and economic effects. As Manhattan became one of the world's most valuable properties, the historical significance of this barter increased greatly. In 1867, the USA bought Alaska from Russia for $7.2 million. At the time, the deal was called Seward's Folly, but Alaska's golden oil resources brought great economic gain and strategic power in the North Pacific to the USA. While this exchange was debated in the short term, it became one of the most profitable barters in American history in the long run. In 1803, the USA bought the Louisiana Territory from France for $15 million. The region, especially around the Mississippi River, was crucial for agriculture and trade, nearly doubling U.S. territory. The Louisiana Purchase accelerated migration and settlement, triggering demographic and cultural change. Trade exchanges between tribes and settlers further integrated Native people into the American economy. During this process, Native lands and cultures were significantly affected. Trade sped up economic integration but also caused conflicts. In 1763, England gave Florida to Spain to regain Havana, Cuba's capital. Trading a city for a vast region showed the diplomatic and strategic intelligence of the era. England gained a strategic city in the Caribbean and expanded settlements through Florida. Cuba's control passed to Spain, dramatically changing the balance of power in the region. In 1946, the USA offered Denmark $100 million and Iceland in exchange for Greenland. Denmark rejected the offer, yet the proposal was a significant example of geopolitical planning in the North Atlantic. Although the barter did not happen, the U.S. established bases in Greenland, gaining strategic advantages. In the 19th century, Russia and the USA exchanged some tribes and prisoners in Alaska's north as part of border arrangements. People, animals, and goods were traded in packages. This unusual practice led to demographic and cultural changes and was a critical move for dominance and resource control in the region. In the 20th century, mutual agreements between the Ottoman Empire and Venice exchanged port usage and trade rights. Both sides gained strategic advantages in Mediterranean trade, and the ports became key for economic growth and military logistics. This example became a classic diplomatic and economic barter throughout history. During the Napoleonic Wars, various European states bartered land and cities with each other. These exchanges dramatically changed the balance of power and integrated some regions into the cultural and economic structures of new states. Barters were crucial in shaping the map of Europe and highlighted the importance of strategic exchanges throughout history. Looking at the modern world after historical barters, barter has become more creative and organized. In 2005, Canadian Kyle McDonald started with a red paperclip and reached a real house in 14 stages through a chain of trades. Turning a small object into great value with the right strategy showed the surprising power of modern barter and attracted worldwide attention thanks to social media. During the 2020 pandemic, a Canadian pizzeria traded pizza for beer. In a time when cash flow was limited, barter became a survival strategy for small businesses and strengthened collaboration and solidarity within local communities. Its spread on social media proved the practicality of modern barter in times of crisis. In sports, during the 1970s, NFL teams exchanged draft picks instead of players. The Pittsburgh Steelers used one such trade to recruit legendary players. This practice stood out as a modern example of strategic bartering directly impacting long-term success. During World War II, soldiers on the front lines exchanged prisoners for chocolate, cigarettes, and canned goods. These unofficial barters showed small but significant solidarity, even in the harsh conditions of war, and had a strategic impact on morale and safety. At the beginning of the 21st century, technology companies exchanged patents and technology rights. Swapping software, AI, and mobile technology accelerated company growth and reduced R&D costs, speeding innovation. Modern barter stood out for its economic and innovative aspects. In the art world, contemporary artists exchanged their works for other artworks or rights to exhibit in prestigious galleries. Artists gained visibility and value, while collectors found alternative investment methods. Thus, barter remained an effective method in the art world, even during economic crises. In global trade, some countries exchanged energy resources or agricultural products for debt postponement. These barters ensured strategic resources despite economic crises and strengthened diplomatic relations. Modern barter became an important tool in international politics and economics. Social experiments showcased how small objects or services could become major rewards through chain bartering. Researchers used data from these experiments to develop innovative models in economic theory and behavioral science. Important insights were gained on human behavior, motivation, and strategic decision-making. In the modern business world, some companies offered performance rewards to employees through goods and service bartering. Reward points were exchanged for office equipment or vacation rights. This practice stood out as an innovative method that boosted corporate efficiency and motivation while reducing costs. Barters throughout history, from Manhattan to Alaska or from a red paper clip to technology patents, left deep impacts on strategy, economy, and cultural transformation. Barter continues to live as a creative, strategic, and effective method in both the past and modern world. If you enjoyed my video, don't forget to like it, subscribe to my channel, and share your thoughts in the comments.